Hello, welcome to another edition of Mech Warrior Online, brought to you by Commando Gaming and Battletech Battles, where we continue to ramp up for Mech Warrior 5's release, which will be in a couple months. We're excited about that, as well as Battletech Heavy Metal, which is supposed to be coming out sometime in the near future. I'm still waiting for an exact date for that. So what we're going to do is give you some more Mech Warrior Online gameplay here. So we're just going to jump right into it. What I'm doing right now is I'm trying to grind out to purchase some additional mechs. So we're going to continue to use my Huntsman here with primarily an ATM build. If you've watched the previous videos, I was a little light on armor just to try to get the maximum hit percentages, but inevitably I found out that I wasn't lasting as long as I would like on the battlefield. So what I've done is I've reduced the weapons a little bit. I took off one set of missile launchers and I increased my armor by about 3 tons. I think that'll give me a little bit more survivability on the battlefield. It's probably worth it. As you've seen in previous videos, we have to kind of spam the Q here to get into a game. So we'll just keep doing that. In the meantime, we're very excited about Mech Warrior 5 coming out, which is why we're playing so much Mech Warrior Online lately. Because we're excited about Mech Warrior 5. It's the first full-scale version of first-person Mech Warrior in quite some time, so we're all pretty excited about it. And since it's produced by the same people who produced Mech Warrior Online, the gaming mechanics should be pretty similar. So this is probably our best way of getting our skills up for Mech Warrior 5. Plus, it's a lot of fun. And if you haven't played it before, it's a completely free game online. You can go to mechwarrioronline.com and you can play 100% for free. You do have the ability to buy things in the game, but if you're patient and you don't mind grinding, which is what I'm kind of doing right now, you could simply just play for free and upgrade your equipment over time. So that's probably, I mean, it's not very often that you have a game that's totally free. You could debate the values of spending some money so you don't have to spend so much time playing. But then again, playing in and of itself is a lot of fun and it really boosts up your skills. So we are on I think it's the polar frozen city map. It's going to be in the middle of the day. Ambient temperature is minus 45, so it's a nice cool map. I've increased my armor significantly, and we are playing skirmish. So it's basically whichever team destroys the other team the fastest is going to win. Pretty straightforward. Now, one thing that always tends to happen on these skirmish maps is that people tend to basically just head at each other head on. And see what happens. All right, we already got some damage there by crashing into somebody. Great. Thanks a lot, buddy. Not significant damage. So what I try to do is on these skirmish maps, people tend to just go straight towards each other. But I have a build that's really designed for sneaking up on people. and shooting them in the sides and in the rear with my missiles. So we're going to just kind of deviate a little bit, try to get out into the open. In the meantime, I can do some target locks for my teammates here. There's a trebuchet. I could just keep spamming this. Now what that does is it helps the other members of my team launch missiles, and I do get credit for that. We got a Mad Cat, a Nova, a trebuchet. Go ahead and launch one spread of missiles at it, just because everybody else is doing it. Didn't get a hit there. Alright, so the battle's developing a little here. So what I could do is I could zoom in, try to find targets of opportunity. You want to target guys that are out in the open. Whenever possible. Looks like we're a little too far away. We're going to have to get in a little closer. Increase our hit chances. Use this building as some cover. Kind of poke our head out, find a good target. Wait for them to come out into the open. Because they're out here in the city, so we got to be smart about what we're going after here. We don't waste too much of our shots. There's a cougar. He's probably going to come out. No. Here we go. There's that cougar. I can get a lock and hold a lock. All right. So they're going to have to be a little bit more aggressive because they're losing this battle. Oop, somebody saw me. Glad I added that extra armor. Get a lock. All right. Team's doing pretty good here. Oh, there's a enemy catapult. That Mad Cat's trying to flank our team. We just let him know he's been spotted. Always good to get some fire in on a catapult. That Mad Cat is really running roughshod in our rear. Makes me a little nervous. He might come after me. Not a lot of targets coming my way here. Might be a good idea to reposition a little bit. I don't see a lot of targets this way, so maybe we can get around their rear here. Get some better shots, especially on that catapult. Alright, let's see if the enemy panics here. and is a little bit more aggressive, which will, if they push towards the rest of my team, might be able to get some good rear shots here. Let's see what happens. Oh, it's an even battle now. Good shot on that Mad Cat. Do that again. Got a killing blow. Very nice. We got our kill. I always try to get one kill per round at least, because that means that I'm at least holding my own and helping my team. Oop, bad angle there. Let's move up. We got a pretty good advantage now, so we could probably be a little bit more aggressive. The enemy's still probably going to focus on heavier mechs, so we should get some good shots here. All right. Again, I'm very glad put on that extra armor. It's working pretty well. A lot of these targets are kind of chewed up at this point, so we're getting some good hits on them at this point. Killing blow. And we got the last kill of the round. Pretty good. So I got 2 kills there. Pretty good round for me. Pretty happy with that. I'm glad I spent the extra hard points on some armor. Got 2 kills. I got 5 kill assists. And would have liked to have done some more damage, but at the end of the day, I got 2 killing blows, 5 kill assists. I did some spotting, did some components destroyed. Very solid mission. So inevitably, one of the things that I really struggle with in this game, and also with BattleTech, the tabletop game, and by that I mean the PC tabletop game, not the tabletop game, is sometimes I focus so much on getting firepower. All right, we got a quick reset here. That sometimes you just need to have some armor so you can survive the battles a little bit longer. Because inevitably you are going to get hit in a game. But that was a great mission. I got 2 kills, helped with 5 other kills. Definitely did my part for my team there. And as you could see, I stayed relatively intact by focusing on flanking the enemy and taking advantage of the fact that they're distracted by the heavier assault mechs, whereas a quote-unquote medium mech, sometimes they don't target me as a priority, which can be a mistake because the huntsman, if used properly, is a pretty effective weapons platform, especially if you use the ATMs. It can do a significant amount of damage. So my ATM 12 times 3, ATM 12 times 2 times 3, I should say, does give a pretty significant amount of damage, especially if I'm able to hit mechs that have already suffered some structural damage from going head to head with some assaults. So works out pretty well. All right, so this is a domination matchup. So as you can see from the map here, see that orange zone, yellow zone, that's the zone where everybody has to go to get points. And the team that spends the most time in that area wins the match. There are a couple of things you can do. You can destroy some specific points, as you can see there, that will speed up the timer for your opponent as far as how long your team has to hold the zone. So what I typically do here in this type of map is I will try to flank around. Everybody seems to be going to that side of the map. So I'm going to actually go to the other side of the map. Wish I'd known earlier. Kind of out of position here, but I don't like to go where everybody else is because inevitably I'd like to get to the point where I can attack the enemy from behind. Oh, we got some targets close in here. I'll take a shot at this griffin. Eh, not the best shot there. Probably should have popped up. So we're actually going to try to go over and hit the enemy's alpha here, which you can see on the screen. Oh, except we got some. Whoa. Alright, I'm kind of flanked here. This is not a good place to be in. We need to kind of run for it. Whoa. I'm in trouble. Alright, somehow I ended up completely in the middle of the enemy. So this is not going to go very well. This is going to be a failure. Yeah, I'm surprised I'm still alive, actually. Alright, so that was a fail. Clearly, I did take a lot of damage. But that was not the ideal situation there. I totally mismanaged that one. So let's just watch some of my teammates play. Hopefully they can pull this off here. This guy is having a great game. He's got 2 heavy Gauss rifles. He does a lot of damage with those heavy Gauss rifles. He's got some pretty serious damage to his center torso here, so let's see what he plays. He'll probably try to do some sniping here with those Gauss rifles. Kind of pop out, do some shots, and he probably should have taken that Gauss rifle shot and then pulled back a little faster. There you go, Gauss rifle shot. Pull back. I would pull back if I was him. Right, he got a kill there, kill assist. He's taking a lot of damage. So he's kind of waiting for the enemy to forget about him a little bit, very similar to what I would do with the huntsman. And then that's one good thing. You can always. Another thing this guy doesn't have is he doesn't have the advanced zoom, which would be really good with a Gauss rifle build. There you go. He's got a kill there. Pretty good. See, if he had the zoom, he could really zoom in and take out that guy with the PPCs up there that's shooting at him. He's going into the zone here to try to get some points. Probably try to use this wall here as cover. Yeah, found somebody who wasn't paying attention. That might be somebody who's actually AFK because they're not moving, even though they're getting shot repeatedly. Looks like we're going to pull this one off, even though I totally screwed the pooch on my gameplay there. I'm not sure what happened. I probably should have stayed with everybody else in retrospect. Probably a little overconfident since the last mission went so well. Uh, all right, so we got a win there. They bailed it out for me, so I can at least get some decent C-bill production out of the mission. As you can see, I really didn't do anything, but I still got some decent C-bills there. We're getting in and out of missions pretty quickly here, which is nice. You know, this game has really been well supported for a free game. Obviously, people do spend a lot of money, which is why they do keep this game pretty updated. But you can get into this game. It's a fun game online, very competitive, for free, and it's robots blowing up robots. So what could be more fun than that? So we're just going to spam. Hopefully get into a game pretty quickly here. Had some good luck so far. Two great matches so far, and one horrible match so far. So hopefully we can up our game a little bit. All right. It's taking minutes. Sometimes it's actually best to pull out of the queue. We'll go to the Mech Lab. I have 2 more skill points I could probably add here. As you can see, I can only add 3, so we're going to pay to add 3. And that will max me out for this mech. And let's see, we should probably do whatever we can do to max out damage at this point. Let's see, we can add that, we can add that, we can add that. And then my huntsman will have all of the skills maxed out. As you can see, it's fully maxed out now. So it's really just about using that to grind at this point to get myself the points I need to buy, or some C-bills to buy some other mechs, and then I can max out the skill points for those. So, let's see, looks like we're going to get Frozen City and Conquest. Conquest, you have to secure a series of points to get resources. So it's a much more spread out map. You're going to have lots of one-on-one engagements. Some people just go head to head and try to destroy each other because that's still always an option. In every game type, you can always just say, no, we're just going to destroy the enemy. But in this map, I try to capture as many points as I can because it's funny. There are many times I've played Conquest where my team is just totally destroying the enemy, and yet the enemy is capping the the resource points so quickly that they end up winning the game, even though they're losing the battle. So the war, so to speak. So we'll just wait for this game to queue up. We're doing pretty good about getting in and out of games right now. We're playing on the European server. All right, so what we want to do here, look on the map, find the closest resource point, which is right here. And we'll get some points by helping to capture this sucker. Well, light mechs will get there faster, but I can, if I stay in the zone here, we'll capture it a little faster. And then that's been captured, so we can orient on the next one, which is over here. Looks like my buddies here have the same plan, so I'll just keep staying with them. Strength in numbers. And I could provide them a little targeting support and missile support. And eventually, as we go after these, the first couple checkpoints that you catch are usually caught pretty quickly, and then you end up battling for the remaining ones. So we're going to capture this one. All right, now as you can see, we've kind of captured all of them except for the ones that are still open. So what I'm going to kind of try to do is kind of find some targets of opportunity here. Hopefully sneak up on some enemies. Here's a good target. And then we're going to run away, because that guy's a little overpowered for us to take on. I got a bunch of guys that are coming at me, so they're clearly heading towards Kappa, which is it's a little too much firepower for me to take on head on. But what I can do is kind of ambush them if they are heading over there. All right, this rifleman is heading over, probably. Oh, the catapult. That guy probably shouldn't have walked right in front of me. Catapult would be a good target for me to try to sneak up on and get some cheap shots in. Ooh, that rifleman is a good target, but we're not going to get a good hit on them. Maybe this archer. Oh, there's that rifleman again. Get a good rear shot there, actually. And then we're going to shoot and move, shoot and move. See if I can get another good shot on this rifleman. Good hits there. Here comes an enforcer. Got a couple hits on me, but I got some good hits on him. Javelin there. Worth getting some good hits on that javelin. Just because I hate lights. Out of principle. Good shot on this Marauder here, maybe? No. Oh, here comes that Javelin. He shouldn't have popped his head out. I'm a little too big for him to be, especially when I know he's there. But then that Marauder's coming after me pretty hard. Alright, need to run for it at this point. For some reason, they are really after me. Not sure why. I'm just a little huntsman. Maybe I hit him a little too much and they got annoyed. That happens. See if we can find another target that is not focused on me. Maybe this Annihilator. Right as it gets over the ridge. Good hits there. Another good hit there. Oh, got a little too greedy there. Not the best round for me. Part of it is our team gave up some really quick deaths there, but as you could see, our counter is going up fast enough that we might still win this game, even though we're going to lose the battle. We only have to get to 750 cap points. So unless they destroy everybody before we get to 750, I think we're still going to win. Ooh, nice rear shots on that Annihilator. Nice ambush. Ooh, he overheated though. They're totally ignoring him. I don't understand why. We're actually probably going to win this match, even though this guy's got a bad build because he's totally overheating every shot, which is not what you want to do. So let's watch somebody else. So our team is basically just playing the holdout game because we only need another 25 points. Once that blue counter gets to 750, we're going to win the match. So this is a classic example of how capturing the points is more important than destroying the enemy. And we won, even though they destroyed more of us than we destroyed of them. Perfect example of how how you can win conquest even if you lose it. So we got a pretty good C-bill return there. I generally like to see a little bit more. I like to at least get 200,000 C-bills per game if I'm going to grind to get some better components, better mechs. Although I do really like the Huntsman for a medium size mech. If you know how to play, it does a pretty good job. So that one, see, I was a little too aggressive on that match. I should have been hitting and moving a little bit more. So just spam. Hopefully we can get in a couple more battles before the end of this video. All right. Still having a hard time getting into a match here. I was hoping to get to 8 million C-bills by the end of this. I don't know if we'll get there. All right, we got Hypergate Hyperpulse Generator Manifold, and we're playing in skirmish mode. It's a pretty interesting map for skirmish mode. Inevitably, you end up in this big bowl around the Hyperpulse Generator, which is used for interstellar communications. As the huntsman, since I'm trying to do some flanking and some ambushing, I usually go around the center of the bowl and use cover. There's a series of walls that you can use as cover around the bowl, and that usually works out pretty well. So usually one of the common themes for this map is to basically just go ahead and go to the top of the hyperpulse generator. It has like a little valley. Two seconds. One thing I do like about this game is it's pretty friendly for doing videos because you only have some short lags. So what'll happen here is people will. Oh, we got some action early already. So I'm gonna kind of. Oh, some shots coming my way. So as you can see here, there are these little walls along the side of this circle. And as you can see, my teammates are going to go up to the top. I'm going to kind of stay here. Well, it looks like the enemy's coming the other way, so let's actually turn around here. See if we can get some shots on flank here. It looks like that Kid Fox is trying to go up top. Try to do some scouting here from my team. Oh, there's a good target. Nice hit there. And let's, as a good boxer says, we'll stick and move. Try to get in a shot. Oh, see, somebody took a shot at me. If I'd stayed there, I probably would have gotten hit. But what we want to do here is just take some shots. Once the enemy kind of, a good shot at a Warhammer up there. He moved. Darn it. Enemy's got 3 kills already. This is probably not going to be a good round for my team at this point. And I'm being flanked. Probably my best chance is to come around this corner. See if I can get this guy to come around. Oh, and I've got 2 guys that are after me. Nice. It's probably not going to bode well for me. This is not the type of battle I'm going to win, unfortunately. And my team kind of fell apart there. That was a pretty lousy mission. Yeah, my team's getting pretty beat up there. So what I'm going to do actually is go back to the lobby. Now, one thing you can do in this game, if you have a really bad match like that, you can leave. You're not going to get the points from the match, but I really wasn't losing that much there. So what I'm going to actually do is switch up, take one of my other big boys. I'm going to take my assault out for a quick match. My other mech is technically still on that other battle, so it'll let you take your other mech out. I'm going to take my assault. I haven't used this one for a couple days because I tried to max out the huntsman. Hopefully I can get into a match here. All right. So one thing the playing the lighter mechs, the mediums, and the lights kind of teaches you some strategies that if you're smart, you'll try to carry over to the other side of the field, right? Like you want to get to the point where you want to still use the flanking strategies and hitting the enemy in the rear. You still want to use those even if you have an assault mech. Sometimes people have the tendency in assault mechs to just kind of trundle towards the enemy at full speed and they end up getting swamped, especially by those light mechs. So we could still flank around, especially if we can stay with some of our own lighter mechs. That's usually what I like to do. Technically, that takes you out of formation because the game wants you to stay with your heavies, but I like to actually try to flank with the lights. Um, and the lights will tend to keep you covered from the enemy's lights pretty well, and then you can kind of get some kills. So we'll see what happens here. Again, I haven't played with the assault in a couple of rounds, so we'll see how this goes. Also, what's not helping me on this round is I'm playing on the European servers. So as you can see, my ping is quite high. All right, so I'm gonna stay. All right, so we're gonna try to not go in the valley. All right, so we got some targets. We do have some long range capability here. So we can actually duck down. Maybe pop up here. This guy and I are playing chicken. It's not going to be a winning proposition, so we're probably going to change positions here. See if we can find another target. Hopefully one that doesn't know I'm shooting at them. Like this catapult here. All right, duck back into cover. Use my missiles here a little bit. This game's kind of turned into a little bit of a stalemate here. Looks like they're pulling back, so we have to move forward a little bit so we can get some locks. Ooh, somebody's got a beat on me. Not above using some missiles here. Nice. Got our kill. Darn it, I hate when I lose target lock right at the worst time. Alright, so we got a significant advantage here, so we can try to move forward. See if we can get some sheep kills at this point. Yeah, I'm probably not going to get there in time now. Not bad, since I haven't used my Mad Cat in quite some time. Alright, that was a pretty good match, considering I haven't used my Mad Cat in quite some time. As you can see, I was struggling with my controls a little bit there, probably because I hadn't used the Mad Cat in quite some time. Go back to the Huntsman. try to get in one last match here. Let's see. So we're gonna like to do Frozen City and Assault. Right, our goals are to capture the enemy base, destroy all enemy players, timeout with most kills wins. So we're still going to try to flank, maybe try to capture the enemy base once the enemy is fully engaged. It's a tough balance there. If you capture the enemy base too quickly, they'll just all surge at you and you'll be destroyed pretty quickly. So ping is still really high. All right, so the rest of my team is going to defend. I'm going to try to sneak around. Already got some damage there. Probably should have used my jump jets a little bit more. See if I can't see if I can sneak around here. See if I can capture that enemy base. I'm gonna have to go way around. Hopefully the enemy will surge forward. Not even looking for targets right now, because when I look for targets, they'll find me. We'll do a wide loop around, maybe use some of these buildings. Maybe I'll get lucky. In fact, we can actually even power down here for a second. Uh-oh. That didn't work. Nope, 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 nope. Run. Run, Forrest, run. Alright, that didn't go so well. Well, that was a failure. They're all at D6. Alright, so I was trying to sneak around them, but they all decided to defend, just like my team decided to defend. And sometimes you're the hammer, and sometimes you're the nail, and I was the nail there. So for the sake of this video again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually quit this match. Just trying to maximize some gameplay here, plus the fact that so we'll switch mechs. Back to my no Mad Cat here. See if I can get in a quick match. All right, I'm going to go to Polar Highlands. See if we'll get that. Probably Grim Plexus is the most likely. Yep, Grim Plexus and Assault. This will probably be the last battle for the video. Win, lose, or draw. Everybody will hopefully hit ready pretty soon, so we don't have to wait for 35 more seconds. Alright, we're going to see if we can take the long road to the enemy base here. Enemy base is there. See if I can go kind of a longer way here. In these types of battles, there's, generally speaking, you want to stay with your lance, but in these battles, it's sometimes kind of a real meat grinder. So I try to take like a medium mech mentality sometimes. E is for eat. H5. All right, we got a kill. Need to circle back because took some damage there. Hey, little buddy. Hopefully this ECM guy will stay with me. We got 2 kills on our team, not too bad. That blackjack was a little too aggressive coming after me, considering my tonnage advantage. Got some damage now. We've got a pretty sizable advantage now, so I think we can actually be fairly aggressive here, especially when I've got some ECM support. But blackjack did do a fair amount of damage to me. Probably not worth the kill though for him. So let's see if we can do some long-range missile strikes here. Can also zoom in a little bit. See if that helps me pick some good targets. Alright, gonna have to move up. It's turning into a turkey shoot here, so if I want to get some kills, a little bit more aggressive. Wow, we are really Tearing them up here. K is for kick-ass. K is for kill. All right. One more. This is a slaughter. The line must be drawn here. All right, guys, that's going to end this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to all of our gaming channels. We have Commando Gaming, which has a multitude of different games. And then we also have Battletech Battles, which is dedicated 100% to Battletech. So please check out those videos on those channels and subscribe and hit that bell so we know when we drop a new video. Talk to you guys soon.